So I know you guys have seen, and most people have seen this letter, and we don't have to read the first one in its entirety or anything, but I know you've seen the Rumble letter, right? So most people have seen the Rumble letter, which is the letter to Rumble, which I believe was the first one to leak. We now have a full series of these letters.
Yep.
So there are now almost like a half dozen of these letters.
I saw the TikTok one. I don't know what else has been sent
so
out.
there's
It's all the same letter. It's just they just changed
different companies.
Well, it's all from this culture of media and sport committee, which to me sounds like, oh God, what was that one from Hogwarts? Like the you know,
the Harry Potter letter,
the Harry Potter committee, but like the Ministry of Magic. It's like you know, when
oh
they
my
get taken
God,
over and they're trying to crack down.
Dude, the lady that sent it is that
Dolores
bitch
Umbridge
from Harry Potter.
It's like Dolores Umbridge. This is like
she's Dolores Umbridge. She is.
Yes,
oh my God.
Yes. This is what I think of because it's a woman. It's Dame Carolyn Denayage, DB MP, chair of the Culture, Media, and Sport Committee. So she's literally in charge of this government body, right? So this is a government thing. That is telling, and obviously from Rumble, for those who don't know, I'll just recap this real quick. This was a letter from the UK government to Rumble, a private American, mind you. Yeah, fuck you, England. We rebelled again for a reason, right? I'm just saying it. I know, and I love my British people. Just I have a problem with the government right now. Okay, so it's not a problem with the people. There's lots of people. There's lots of base Chads and Stacys there. Unfortunately, there's a lot of weirdos that vote for these people and get these people into power. And now they're really coming in a like V for Vendetta level of censorship here. The Culture, Media, and Sport Committee, once again, sounds like the Ministry of Magic here, is raising questions with broadcasters and production companies who previously employed Mr. Brand to examine both culture and industry in the past and where that culture still prevails. Full stop. None of these companies, whether it's X or Rumble or anybody else, none of them employ him. They monetize the content, but they do not employ him, right? So that's very, very clear. Like they do not employ him directly. And this is a very important distinction. So us right now, Nina, Anna, me, we're not employees of Rumble. Or we're not employees of YouTube. We're not employees of X. Although thanks to haters, I'm sure we all are able to monetize off those platforms very well, especially X. But like we're not paid by them directly, but
we're kind of like like subcontractors. I think that's kind of
like you could say a contractual relationship, right? So we're doing work, and we're being paid for that. But more than that, it's really an agreement about advertising revenue and super chats, right? So any of that, we agree that that revenue is going to pass on to them, and in exchange, we're going to abide by their terms of service. So we're looking at his use of social media, including Rumble, where he issued a preemptive response. So the real thing they're butthurt about is that he was able to talk back. And when you read the other letters, you're going to see this trend. The issue they have is that he is able to defend himself. It's not that he did the thing even. It's that he can talk. He has freedom of speech.
Yeah. How dare you? By the way, Anna, major shout out because I read what you wrote to this bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck her. And like good job. That was good.
Wait, which bitch? Which bitch? You wrote her?
Sent this.
The woman that sent this, dude, her entire social media feed is people telling her to resign. And then Anna freaking told her off too. And it was great.
Good. No, perfect. And people should, by the way, flood them with mail. If you live in the UK, if you're one of those base Chads and Stacys in the UK, you need to flood your members of parliament. You need to flood this office with, we do not support that. There's an address up here, right? There's an address up here. Flood them with mail, right? Physical mail, right? That actually sends a message. Do that. It will absolutely help. Nothing wrong with you contacting your member of parliament. What's wrong? There's nothing illegal about it. Just, you're out there contacting these people.
Look at it like this. Scientologists sued each person that worked at the IRS, and that's how they became a church and don't have to pay taxes, is because they use...
that's fully legal now.
I know. But they used that choice to...
They infiltrated too. So they sent... The smart thing about those guys, and Mormons did as well, is they sent a lot of folks to work for the federal government. They're like, well, we can't beat them in a battle, like a straight up battle. So let's infiltrate them. Let's co-opt them. And they were able to do that, which is great, right? So they also sent a lot of women in to get spicy with some federal agents, which is in line with Don Baca's comment. Can we talk about Anna's boobs more? Well, I mean,
we'll get sexual harassment.
What's there to say?
Oh
That's her
my
only personality trait, Don. I mean, it gets old after a while. I mean, come on. Sejong the Great, great Korean emperor, says, remember, if a certain group of people did not have double standards, they would have.
Wow.
It's very true. It's very, very, very true.
Kind of true,
So,
yeah.
So here you go to finish off this Rumble letter. It says, we'd be grateful if you confirm, right? So they're doing this passive aggressive. This is the same thing that, by the way, the FBI did to Twitter before the Elon days when they said, we would be grateful if you could look into these people, which is code word for you need to ban them, right? Whether Brand is able to monetize his content, including his videos relating to serious allegations. If so, we want to know whether Rumble intends to join YouTube in suspending Mr. Brand's ability to earn money on that platform. We want you to guarantee to ensure creators are not able to use the platform to undermine the welfare of victims of inappropriate and potentially illegal.
Sorry.
I love how she had to say potentially illegal, but by the way, this is also defamation because they haven't been proven to be victims of inappropriate behavior. Like your puppy is a victim of inappropriate behavior right now, and totally being abused, totally being forcefully waving here. It's horrible.
I love
horrible.
when she does that.
It's terrible.
It's so cute.
Hey, you're in a lot of Pika-Peas.
Mm-hmm.
What? I'm in Thailand, but there's a lot. Yes, little
You're
fluffy white dogs. Fluffy white dogs are everywhere, and they will get you laid if you have a
No,
fluffy
but
white
you're
dog.
Pekinese. You're not in Korea anymore?
No, I'm in Thailand.
You moved?
Yes.
For good?
Are there elephants?
Well, I pop around. I move around. Yeah, there's
Oh,
elephants.
so you're
I've
like,
been-
so you're going for the lady boys. How is
yes,
it going?
only lady boys. By the way, okay, I'll just say this. The lady boys will make American women look to shame, right? It's like when a man can beat you at your own game, it's pretty sad. It's pretty sad.
Wow.
America's
don't
got some problems.
Tulip.
Yeah. What do you say?
They don't have tulip.
Some of them do.
They'll eat you.
Anyways,
Oh, shit. Sorry.
baby Ewok. Wait, what's your dog's name?
Tulip.
Tulip.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
The flower.
I mean, sometimes tulip is, well, we won't say. There's okay.
I
never
hate
mind,
you.
never mind.
I hate you.
Never mind.
Andrew.
There's a certain topic I'm thinking about.
Name. She's
Yeah,
my
okay. That type of flower. I'm thinking about different flower. Listen, we're knee deep in serious allegations here. So
Wow.
obviously,
Okay,
I'm
wait.
taking
On
them
that
very
topic. On that
Yes.
topic.
okay.
It's not the
Okay.
Russell Brand topic, but it's the Rumble topic and censorship. Did you see
Rumble.
the AP letter to them?
The AP the letter from the Associated Press.
Yes. Did you see
Who's
that?
it to? The AP letter to who?
Chris posted it today, the CEO of Rumble. It's on Twitter.
Okay, so let me go.
I
let me go
also
see if
shared it.
there's-
I can pull it up. If
Yeah,
you
can you
want.
share it real quick? That'll be probably
Yeah,
quicker
yeah.
than me searching.
That
Just
one
letter.
was next.
Well,
level.
while you do that real quick, obviously there was the TikTok letter. So this is the TikTok letter. This is the exact same letter from the exact same Dolores Umbridge we got here to TikTok saying, we want you to demonetize him. We'd be grateful for you to confirm whether he's monetized. So that's there. You also have, so it's Rumble, TikTok. And then when you go through, the biggest thing is here, they're now writing news stations that have had him on, and they are saying, this is to GB News, right? And they're saying it is concerning that Beverly Turner, who described Brand as a hero and invited him to appear on her show, subsequently fronted GB News's coverage of the allegations regarding Mr. Brand on the 18th. So the fact that anybody spoke up for him, they're finding problematic, despite the fact that none of this is even filed. This isn't even a court case at this point, right? None of it's proven. But the fact that anybody even voices a defense is unacceptable.
Yep.
So because of that, we'd be grateful if you could set our discussions with GB presenters on their responsibility on impartiality and professionalism. So they're saying it's unprofessional to allow them to defend themselves.
This is so stupid because it's like there's no evidence. It's just he said, she said at this point, and based on that, they're trying to cancel him and ruin his entire career.
Right. Yeah, but just based on literally not just like good evidence or whatever else, like literally trash evidence, half of which is clearly doctored and edited, none of which has been verified, right? So like stories that don't make sense, evidence that's been tampered with, and stuff that nothing that's been proven. If that's the standard, every man is fucked. Like,
I have a
every
question
single
for you
dude is
about
fucked.
this. Because I mean, before we move on to that other thing, because this is about Russell Brand. Sure. You were Russell right now, like if you were Russell Brand and a bunch of chicks, did this to you, and you have this giant platform and all this stuff is happening to you, what is your next recourse? Like, what do you do, Andrew? Are you gonna sue? Are you gonna come back and talk about it publicly?
I have his money. I have his level of money. Because there's two different strategies, right?
Like you're Russell Brand. What do you do?
Right. I'm Russell Brand. I start suing people, right?
Okay.
And I start suing them, and I want to depose them as to their motivations, as to their political alignments, as to what they were doing, as to their campaign of interviewing people, right? So one of the facts, and correct me if I'm wrong, Anna, because I know you know this, they said that they went after them, right? So they are the ones, right, that went
the
and
media
got this
went after the
information.
chicks, yeah.
So it says in the article that they have been for years now interviewing hundreds of people. Everyone that he worked with, was associated with, and dated over since he started being a famous person. And out of those hundreds of people, only 4 had something to say about him. And all of these women didn't have something to say until they were approached by reporters and were made aware of his social media presence now.
Okay, let me ask you ladies a question. Now, Nina, I know perhaps this you're maybe don't know as wide dating experience, but at least you can say for friends. You can say for friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be for yourself. But of the girls if people went back and asked their ex-boyfriends, and it was as easy for the ex-boyfriends to sue as the ex-girlfriends, how many disgruntled ex-boyfriends could you find?
Oh my God, a lot. Like all of them. Like literally every single guy friend I have.
I literally worry about my exes, but then I think the only reason my exes haven't said anything about me is because I have way more on them than they have on me.
Okay, that's scary. So Anna blackmail that blackmail girl,
Anna
change
scares
those.
me sometimes.
Blackmail. It's if they told people my oddities and the weird shit that I'm into, my audience will grow. If I tell people their shit, it's going.
It's just that's the dynamic, right? So if people said Anna is into cosplaying like Goku, like in bed, and that's what she is. She just wants to cosplay Goku, and that's her
Not
thing.
even Bulma.
Peaches is Bulma, and he is Goku, and it's a weird thing. So like that's her thing. There's gonna be guys that simp for that. The craziest thing is there's guys that'll simp for it.
That's
right?
True.
Like they'll just come out of the woodwork and they will stand for you in a ridiculous way. Just as ridiculous as, by the way, Anna, the guys that the white knight guys that like try to start shit with like the other guys and saying, oh, Cecil's harassing you, or this person's harassing you, or this person is making you uncomfortable. And those same folks will come out of the woodwork, like absolutely, and then destroy the other dudes.
Now, I have a follow-up question, because you said you would start suing people.
Oh,
okay.
Especially the newspaper, not the women, the newspaper, because I think there's more sympathy for that. Unfortunately, I think the women are always going to be more sympathetic, even if they're malicious. So sue the newspaper, because people don't care about corporations as much. So if you make it you versus the corporation, it's more of a sympathetic case in both places.
That's key. Yeah. I think so too.
I like winning. My strategy is to win. Like I don't give a shit about like strategies that are ineffective. I start going after them for their pattern of behavior and for my loss of sponsorship, because now I've lost sponsors over this. I also sue the government because I sue the government because the House of Commons, the UK government, is actively chasing me and hunting down my money without a crime. Now, look, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, guys, but the law in the UK is different than the US. We have stronger due process protections here by law. That's how it is. You guys, if you want to change that, please vote and change your government.
Commonwealth countries suck. But trust me, I know.
Commonwealth countries, you just don't have the same constitutional level of protections we have here. It's just a fact.
We had a revolution.
Yes.
That's why we had a revolution. That's why we changed things, guys, so we can have stronger due process.
Like so.
This video has been a clip of a previous live stream, and it's clipped so you can get the information in a shorter, compact package, the information you need. If you want the full video, the whole context, the whole thing, you can check out the full stream that is in the link below. Check that out, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.